into this, and I will catch up with you guys on the other side of what's about to happen, and we'll go from there. Enjoy.
After the end of World War II, the world was split into two, East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
Altitude 30,000 feet.
Approaching Soviet airspace.
20 minutes to drop off.
Commencing internal depressurization. Equipment check. Arm main parachute.
All right. You ready to go?
Drop zone still showing a high pressure mass. Cav okay.
Good. We've got high visibility.
Put out that cigar. Connecting oxygen hose to interior connector. Put on your mask. Does this pennyweight know what he's doing?
Approaching release point.
10 minutes to drop off.
Hey! Are you deaf?
He said put out the cigar and put on your mask.
Depressurization complete.
Checking oxygen supply.
6 minutes to drop off. Opening rear hatch.
Sunrise.
External temperature minus 46 degrees Celsius. 2 minutes to drop off. Stand up.
You'll be falling at 130 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
1 minute to drop off. Move to the rear.
Activate the alarm model.
This is one for the history books. The world's first halo jump.
10 seconds to drop off. Stand by. Status okay. All green.
Prepare for drop off. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread your wings.
And fly. God be with you.
Jack, I've got some important news.
We're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that. We're going to cut right back to where we were. We'll get our briefing in a few minutes. Got an important reveal first.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The full surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat-proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast,
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle.
Go. He's back. He's back.
Whatever. Whatever.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Well, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. Oh, and Snake.
Yeah.
The crew isn't watching anymore. You can take off the disguise now.
Good idea. This isn't right. Time for the snake to shed his skin.
Yes, Snake is back. Not Raiden. Had to throw in a little trick there, though. So we'll be going back and watching the actual briefing now, but I had to throw a little spin in there for all you first timers that have not seen that, not knowing who the true main character is there. So we got Snake. Which Snake? What is he? We don't know. There's more to be found there, but not Raiden.
Twitching on my face,
Of
twitching
course,
on my
Maddox.
mind, twitching on my video game. Yeah.
All right, let me jump back in. We're gonna see our actual intro now. I guess I should have turned that off on my main screen too. But we're gonna go back and watch the actual briefing, and and see our actual briefing. We're gonna first watch the intro, which is the best theme ever. It's gonna be played every time we start this game until the game is done. It is so good. So let me restart here, and then we will really start. Enjoy.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill, I'm searching and I'm melting to you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I'd like to use. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain, and someday you'll feed on a tree frog. It's ordeal, a trial to survive. For the day we see new life, I give my life, not for honor, but for you. In my time, there'll be no one else. Crime, it's the way I'd like to use. I'm still in a dream, snake eater. I'm still in a dream, snake eater.
Chills. So, it's finding a way. I didn't want to do that right away because you get all the Snake shots. Granted, you can see Snake in all these videos, and Hideo will still trick you and change the characters. And he's still going to do that. But this is the most straightforward Metal Gear Solid, I would say, in terms of story. It's so good for simple reasons. You could play this game and never play the others and still enjoy it, but having played the others, I promise you will love this even more. If I haven't mentioned it, this is my favorite game of all time. Very excited to play this. Very excited for the people out there who haven't seen it, and the people who are longtime Metal Gear fans. So we will get our actual briefing and see what's going on now. And my brothers and sisters out there that already know how good it is and get to experience it again with me, much love. So let's do our briefing for the Virtuous mission.
Jack, I've got some important news.
Cheers, Coco.
The head of the CIA has finally given us the green light for the Virtuous mission.
Virtual mission?
No, the Virtuous mission. The future of our Fox unit depends on it. If it succeeds, we'll be officially organized into a unit.
Virtuous mission? Sounds like some kind of initiation ritual.
You know, don't get cocky. This isn't a training op.
Right. So what exactly is this wonderful mission?
Well, about 2 years ago, a certain Soviet scientist requested asylum in the West through one of our moles. His name is Nikolai Stepanovich Sokolov. He's head of the OKB 754 Design Bureau, one of the Soviets' top-secret weapon research facilities, and the East's foremost expert on weapons development.
Sokolov? Isn't he that famous rocket scientist?
The very same. On April the 12th, 1961, the Soviets achieved the first manned spaceflight in history.
The Earth was blue, but there was no God.
Well spoken. The rocket that carried Yuri Gagarin to orbit was the A-1, known as the Vostok rocket. Sokolov is said to be the man most responsible for the multi-engine cluster used in that rocket. After Gagarin's flight, Sokolov left rocket development to become the head of the newly established Design Bureau.
From a lowly technician to head of Design Bureau, that's quite a success story, so why do you want to defect?
It seems he'd become afraid of his own creations.
Afraid?
Call it a crisis of conscience.
And for that, he left his country and his family behind and went over the fence?
Not exactly. One of his conditions was that his family was also to be taken safely to the west. We used a mole to get the family out first, and succeeded in sneaking Sokolov over the Berlin Wall shortly afterwards. I was the one who conducted the operation.
The security on the eastern side was still full of holes back then. Then what?
We got Sokolov over in one piece, but the whole ordeal had left him exhausted, and we checked him into a hospital in West Berlin. It took him 2 weeks and more than 600 miles to get from the research facility in the Soviet Union to Berlin. He was in no condition to say anything coherent. And it was only a week later that we had something much bigger on our hands.
The Cuban Missile Crisis.
October 16, 1962, President Kennedy received word that the Soviets were in the process of deploying intermediate-range ballistic missiles in Cuba. The President demanded that the Soviets dismantle and remove the missiles. At the same time, he announced a naval blockade to prevent further missile shipments from reaching Cuba. But the Soviets didn't back down, instead placing their armed forces on secondary alert. Soviet transport ships carrying missiles continued on course towards Cuba. US and Soviet forces went on alert for an all-out nuclear war. Frantic negotiations were conducted through the UN's Emergency Security Council and unofficial channels to end the hair-trigger standoff. Finally, on October 28th, the Soviet Union agreed to remove its missiles from Cuba, and so the world avoided a nuclear holocaust. But in order to get the Soviets to pull their missiles out, we had to make a deal.
You mean the one where the US agreed to remove its IRBMs from Turkey?
No. The Jupiter IRBMs deployed in Turkey were obsolete, and we were going to get rid of them anyway. They had no strategic value whatsoever to either the US or the Russians. The Turkey deal was a ruse, a cover story that was fed to agencies around the world.
So what did the Russians really want?
Sokolov. They wanted us to return Sokolov.
You mean the Soviets pulled out of Cuba just to get their hands on Sokolov?
That's right.
What the hell was he working on?
At the time, we had no idea. We were running out of time. It was either give up Sokolov or risk full-scale nuclear war. In the end, we had no choice. President Kennedy gave in to Khrushchev's demand. The next day, I got Sokolov out of the hospital, handing him over to agents on the eastern side. Sokolov kept on screaming, "Save me," until he disappeared from my sight. Then a month ago, we received some new information from one of our moles.
About Sokolov?
Yes. He was taken back to the research facility and forced to continue working on the weapon in question under KGB supervision. What's more, it's on the verge of completion.
So what kind of weapon is it? Something to do with space rockets?
No, missiles.
Same technology.
I guess you're right. We don't know the details, but it appears to be a new kind of nuclear device. For half a year now, the Soviets have been conducting frequent nuclear tests at Semipalatinsk.
Something to do with the weapon, I assume.
We're talking about a secret weapon so big that Khrushchev was ready to pull out of Cuba to get it back.
Is Sokolov still in the facility?
No, according to our intelligence, he's in Selino-Yarsk, a place in the mountains about 3 miles to the west that's known as the Virgin Cliffs.
The Virgin Cliffs. Nice name for a virtuous mission.
They moved him there just recently.
Why?
Apparently, they're conducting a field test of the weapon, but it's our best chance to get him back. This mission would never have been possible if he was still in the research facility. This is our last chance. Sokolov must have known that too when he contacted us.
All right, so that's our briefing. Yeah, so basically it is very based on real things that have happened. But for the most part, what happens in the game, there's a lot of things that aren't real, but they have it very tied to reality. It's kind of like their own truth, and a lot of it is questionably real. Certain things that they throw at you that make you question what could have been real. But for the most part, it's kind of like quasi-real essentially. So, what's up, T? Thank you, buddy. How's it going? Thank you very much for that. 3 months, buddy. Thank you. How you doing tonight? So that is our briefing. Lightspeed, what's up, man? Thank you. Yeah, it's I'm real excited for this tonight, so I had to go all out. Threw a little trick in there though, pretending it was Raiden as the main character. Kept my face off cam for a little bit. I was originally going to show my face because every time I played Metal Gear Solid 2, I had no costume, and I was gonna be like, yeah, and I was gonna try to do a quick costume change right when he reveals himself, but I didn't want to chance that, so I just kept my face off. Anyway, this is what happens when you choose a new game. You can say it like Metal Gear Solid 1, which gives you more stamina, slower stamina loss in the game. First time, I don't think does anything for you. Metal Gear Solid 3 gives you some different camos, I think, after you beat the game. And Metal Gear Solid 2, you start with a Raiden mask on your face. So that is what I did before starting our actual intro that happens now. So we're going to go with Metal Gear Solid 3 because this is the best game ever created. And we also get a Raiden mask, but it's just not worn automatically. So that's what happened, and that's why Raiden was there. So, holy shit, T, what's going, dude? This is good timing right before we start, man. Wow, dude, thank you so much, T. That is far too generous, dude. You're nuts, man. Thank you so much, dude. Pretty good indeed, man. Thank you so much. Can we get a shout out for our buddy T here, please? This man is very generous. Show him your love if you can. Throw him a follow if you haven't followed him. Big time props for that, man. Thank you so much. That's far too kind, dude. Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna hop in Metal Gear Solid 3. We're gonna do hard, and we saw the initial intro, but I'm gonna let it go to the part where we're landing again and let that play out properly. Thank you so much, T, dude. Holy shit. All right. So let's jump in. And I got my captions going. They're going to be awful again. But hopefully some of them will hit properly. So this intro is
After
identical
the end of World
otherwise,
War
so I'm going to skip through
the
this.
world was
We
split
saw
into
this
two,
already.
East and West. This marked the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
We have to see this bit, though. European Extreme. I probably will do one. I love this game on Extreme. The boss fights in this game are amazing. They are so good. I love doing them on Extreme. It's such a rewarding game to beat on a high difficulty. So we saw all this. Right, we did see this intro. So I'm going to skip through this.
Jack, I've got some important news.
This is the briefing we just watched.
Ahead of the...
And we should have our landing one now. a little more sense. So I'm gonna let this play one more time. We'll touch down and we'll start it up. Let me know if my sound gets too loud or too soft. Eventually I'm gonna gain on this now, but I know sometimes the louder scenes can jump in a little bit much.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West. If we don't get Sokolov back before that weapon is complete, we'll be facing a major crisis. The clock is ticking. Once we've confirmed the rescue of Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point. A recovery balloon will be dropped at that point. Helium will be pumped into the balloon to inflate it. The process takes about 20 minutes. Once it's complete, the gunship's arm will latch onto the balloon and pull it up.
The Fulton surface-to-air recovery system. I'm familiar with the theory.
Take it easy. It's been combat proven.
Do you think Sokolov is up to it?
The shock will be less than during a parachute jump, and the arm can handle up to 500 pounds.
So you're planning on going over the border in a single combat Talon?
She's equipped with two 6-barrel 20mm Vulcan cannons, as well as two 40mm machine guns.
Sounds like she could hold her own against a battalion of tanks.
Even with the fuel in the reserve tank, we're facing a 4-hour time limit. If all goes well, it shouldn't take more than a few hours.
Home in time for dinner.
But if anything goes wrong,
You'll be eating dinner, breakfast.
and all the rest of your meals in the jungle. Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in. From here on out, we'll be using code names to refer to each other. Your code name for this mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
What, you don't like snakes?
What do you mean?
You've eaten one before, haven't you?
In survival training.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom. This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your presence. Is that clear? This kind of infiltration is the Fox unit's speciality. In other words, weapons and equipment are procured on site. That goes for food as well. You're completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes. I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No, there's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you'd better go back and get it then. You know where it is?
No problem. I can see it from here. It's stuck on a branch.
To climb a tree, stand in front of a tree that's covered in ivy and press the action button. I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is 140.85. I'll give you a call if I need to talk to you. If you need to talk to me, use the send function. Okay, Snake, go get your backpack.
So yes, that was the first time he's ever been called Snake. We are in 1964, so that will be kind of understood as we go along. Gonna go get my backpack. I am gonna be doing stealth. I am doing no non-lethal on bosses, and as many people as possible. I don't think there's an area where I would need to really kill anybody, so I'm gonna try to do full stealth, no kills in this playthrough. Snake right now, I forget his age actually. He's relatively young. I wanted to say 20s, but they'll go into kind of a bit about that, and you can actually see the details on people in the codec, which is pretty cool. So I'll be showing those when the codec calls come up. I forget if they say what he is here. He could have been 20s or 30s, I think, but they'll get into that because it's kind of like, all right, well, everything else just took place in 2000, so. We do have a 360-degree camera now, which is nice. There is a grip meter, I believe, but it rarely comes into play in this one, so now we can enjoy this game. And the camo system is great. He's got his tiger stripe that I tried to mimic here. Yeah, the camo system in this game is really good. The gameplay matches the story and everything here, in my opinion. It's as good. So in the top right, you can see how well hidden we are with our camo index, which is really good. Really cool feature at the time. Let's get that backpack. And tonight, I'm probably only going to play for a little bit. There's a lot of stuff that happens right at the beginning of this game. It's very, very rich at the beginning. I'm going to go through that, and that might be all I do for tonight, but we'll see. The beginning is very good, as is the rest of the game, but there's a lot right at the beginning as you kind of learn the players and the story and whatnot. Holy fucking man. I think life.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake. To equip a weapon, it's necessary to take it out of your backpack. In the survival viewer, choose Weapon from the backpack. Your available weapons will be displayed in a window in the upper left. From that list, choose the weapon you want to equip and press the Enter button. For other equipped items, just do the same thing from Item.
Got it. Use the survival viewer backpack.
Yep, that's right. Survival is fundamental to this mission. After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop. If your stamina gets too low, it'll affect your performance. You won't be able to shoot accurately, for example, and your wounds won't heal as smoothly. Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't run out. To recover lost stamina, you can hunt for local flora and fauna. You can use either your tranquilizer gun or your knife to hunt.
My only weapon is a Mark 22 Hush Puppy tranquilizer gun?
That's right. It's been fitted with its own suppressor. However, the suppressor will deteriorate every time you fire. Once its durability reaches 0, the noise suppression effect will be gone. So don't get too trigger happy with it. The suppressor's durability is shown in the icon. Any weapons and equipment beyond what you're carrying now, you'll have to find as you go.
I have to find my own weapons and equipment? Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
Solo covert actions are standard Fox operating procedure. You can't leave any traces of your presence. No weapons, equipment, footprints, sweat, or bodily waste. The same goes for bullets and cartridges, too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't let anyone see you. You can't let the enemy know you're there. This is a stealth mission. You're a ghost, Snake, in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and US government will deny any involvement in the affair.
Then I'll just have to take care of myself, huh?
I'm afraid so. You've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines stipulate that soldiers on covert ops like this one be issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body so you can take it when you need to.
How generous of you.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll
Very
send you
Bond-like.
into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
You mean that thing they put in my tooth before the mission?
That's the one. But be careful. If you remain in a state of false death for too long, nothing will be able to bring you back. Remember that.
I'll keep it in mind. You said this was a solo mission, right?
Right.
I guess that means I can't count on any reinforcements.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the radio.
Who?
I'll introduce them to you. This time, survival is of utmost importance. The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data. She's a member of Fox as well, and she's here on the gunship with me.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
And they call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name. What's your name?
Jane Doe.
Very funny.
I wasn't joking, but I'll tell you my name only if you manage to make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
She's also in charge of recording your mission data. Whenever you want to save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
So saving lets me record my mission data.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
There's one more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you? A legendary soldier and your mentor. Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Boss is?
She also helped me plan this mission. She and I were at SAS together.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
Boss?
That's right. It's me. Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
You've lost weight.
You can tell just by the sound of my voice.
Of course I can. I know all about you.
Really? Well, I don't know anything about you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No, I taught you everything you needed to know about fighting techniques. I taught you all I could. The rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit. Spirit and body are like two sides of a single coin. They're the same thing. I can't teach you how to think. You'll just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield. And politics are a living thing. They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with you. I already told you, Jack, I was on a top secret mission. A soldier has to follow whatever orders he's given. It's not his place to question why. But you're looking for a reason to fight. You're a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to get the job done. I don't think about politics.
That's not the same thing. Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose whether you're going to live as a soldier or just another man with a gun. There's a saying in the Orient, loyalty to the end. Do you know what it means?
Being patriotic.
It means devoting yourself to your country.
I follow the president and the top brass. I'm ready to die for them if necessary.
The president and the top brass won't be there forever. Once their terms are up, others will take their place.
I follow the will of the leader, no matter who's in charge.
People aren't the ones who dictate.
Then who does?
The times. People's values change over time, and so do the leaders of a country. So there's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think?
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right, but do
Whatever.
What is it?
Whatever.
Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
That's right. The legendary unit that the boss put together during World War II was a snake. The Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a legendary hero backing you up, you'll be fine. Isn't that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either of us will make it out alive? Snake, you are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating buildings. But this is the jungle. Survival is going to be key. Those CQC techniques I taught you are sure to come in handy.
CQC? Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Not to worry. I'll be here to help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission. I'll be supporting you over the radio.
Where are you, boss? Next to the major?
The boss is communicating with us by radio from aboard a Permit-class submarine in the Arctic Ocean.
My frequency is 141.80. Call me if you need my advice on battle techniques.
Gotcha.
Your mission is to retrieve Dr. Sokolov. Dr. Sokolov is being held in an abandoned factory located to the north of your current position. Avoid heavy combat and don't let anyone see you. Don't forget that this is a stealth mission.
Snake, try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
Let's do it. All right. So yes, couple things there. I'll be taking notes now, just so I don't forget to answer a question or something that's mentioned there. This is a virtuous mission. So this is very much a stealth mission because of the treaty between Soviet Union and the U.S. And if anyone was finding Snake, that would be a breach of their treaty. So that's a major problem, and that's why this stealth mission has to be like it really enforces that in this. It's not just sneak in here and do this for whatever reason. It's like a breach of an international treaty, which could be really bad. So we're trying to go in and get Dr. Sokolov out of there. To answer the questions about where am I? I'm in what they call, I think, Salino-Yarsk, which is like in Russia or somewhere. I remember the places. They get the maps in here to say the names. I'm in Dramuchi South, which is somewhere over there. You just see it. Oh, Bacon. I got you. Yeah, good one, Bacon. So to answer some other questions, fake death pill. Fake death pill is it's active. So you take this fake death pill, and in your tooth is the revival pill, and you're not dead. You just fake dead. So no, like your body functions kind of cease, and you appear as dead if you were to be checked. And you just kind of do something on your tooth, and that would activate the revival function of it. So you're not dead, and you have enough control over your mouth to do that, as long as you don't stay dead for forever. So that's what the fake death pill is essentially in this. It's a very Bond-like thing. Mosher, going back to Major Tom, that is absolutely a David Bowie reference. Ground Control to Major Tom. Hideo Kojima is a huge Bowie fan. Rest in peace now. Sorry, just noting something's gonna fix. And Jack here, Snake here. I love how they said Jack was his name after Metal Gear Solid 2. So this is obviously somebody different than the Snake that we know, because in Metal Gear Solid 1, it was Dave, Hal and Dave, but I think he ends up, yeah, so Hal and Dave at the end, like that movie. So in this, our name is Jack, much like Jack from Metal Gear Solid 2. And he's 28. This lore is not as good as it used to be in my head, because it's been since 2014 since I've played, but just to answer some of the couple questions that were out there that I wanted to remember myself, I figured it was like late 20s or 30s or somewhere in there, but that is where we're at. So anyway, let's commence the Virtuous mission. There are quite a bunch of lovely creatures around in this game too. There's a whole slew of things you can capture. Oh, there we go, right there. There's our first snake. You can capture things. You can kill things. Some of them are dangerous. Some of them are poisonous. There's a lot of fun things you can do. I don't think this version has the Gakkaos, they call them. They were hidden little froggies, but you used to be able to collect those. Let's just get my options are straight already. Sandbox, not as much. Metal Gear Solid 5 is really the first sandbox Metal Gear. It's relatively linear, but there's a couple sections of the game that you kind of have open a little bit, but it's to the point. It's pretty linear. So let's see what we got. So there's our revival pills. You can see in the, like, kind of right over here. I forget which way to point. That's this way. Our revival pill right there is our tooth. So we just basically munch on our tooth and we'd come back. Life medicine, let's get that out of our backpack. That's the one thing that's different about this one, is your backpack is like in your menu. You just want to make sure you get everything equipped, but you do have weight, and your weight can influence a couple things too. Food, we've got nothing in our cages. As I said, we can capture things in the cage. Everybody say good night, Chocolate. Kenyatta watching The Goodest Boy. All right, so that's everything in our camo. We're gonna keep our so that's our woodland there. We're gonna keep our splitter camo on. Sorry, Stux, we cannot go around like this just because it does not really work that great. Maybe we'll find a place later in the game that will work, but for now we're going to be going with splitter. How old is David Snake in Metal Gear Solid 1? He is, I think they said he's similar age, but he obviously was accelerated due to the cloning and whatnot. But I think he was like, was it 20s as well? No, he was retired. He was like 30. He was like late 30s, I think, like 39 or something like that, I think. I don't know if they ever say that one specifically, but they eventually lay out the timeline. But I think he's like 30s. Let's go with some leafs. The camo system in this game is really cool. Oh, 22. Okay, so it's a lot younger than I thought at that point. So it's because the accelerated aging. I think that's like what his actual age was supposed to be about. So this kind of looks like what I got going right here. I got my leaf, my tree bark, my tiger stripe. Depending on where you are, you can switch between all these, which is really cool. That's old Megalson. I was gonna say, yeah, that seemed pretty young, because I know he was like retired. 22 years. How old is Metal Gear Solid 1? So let's move on up. There's only a couple areas in this section, so. Because he was like retired. I thought it was like mid or late 40s or something like that. but I also mix that up with what his accelerated age was. I would accept anything between 20 and 50, to be honest. Oh, we get some boys in here. What's up, boys? Lots and lots of wildlife in this game. Oh, we got some bug juice. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Bug juice. Oh! And animals have their own camo too, so. He was born in 1972, so yeah, like, and it was 2000, right? It's like 38, 39, yeah. So about 40. It was about 40. Makes sense. Bug juice commercial placement. Is bug juice a thing? Like a real thing? Oh, these sons of bitches here, man. I think there's an item in here. I also am not going to be focusing. Oh, we got a suppressor. Nice. That's right. You have usable suppressors in this game. It's not a permanent suppressor. I'm also not going to be doing a ton of Easter eggs in this. I'm going to do some big ones, but I'm not going to be scouring the game. I'm not going to be doing anything that's going to kind of take away from. I'm going to get killed by an alligator here. I'm not going to do anything that's going to take away from the game a ton. So I think there's some grenades in here. There they are. Okay. So there's one thing I want to do here. So I gotta go to my backpack to take these out. I have a hornet's nest that I can use later on. It's fruit punch. Used to be a show on Disney. Let's see. You the one who hit me, right, bro? You the one who hit me? Open that chomper, dude. I love the question mark that appears above his head when he gets that. So here's our food. That's how you kill a crocodile. He swallows a grenade and then gets some question marks above his head. Not eaten yet, taste unknown. So there's a whole food system not legal. I just threw a grenade down his throat. He bit me, or he swapped at me earlier. How's that not legal? So you actually taste animals to see what they do to your body. We're gonna eat it.
Not too bad.
And now you remember how they taste as you go on throughout the game. So that will recover my stamina. Life, I believe, is only through life medicine in this game. All right, so let's continue through here. But that's kind of how the food system works. You can get your stamina back. There's a couple subsystems in this game that are really, really good. At any point, we can kill some snakes, take them with us too. You can see we got some muddy footprints left behind, so if there are any guards, they would follow those. We've got a proper form of CQC debuting in this game, which is awesome as well. The CQC feels really good in this game.
Major, I've spotted 2 enemy soldiers.
They're probably KGB troops sent to guard Sokolov.
AK-47s and grenades.
Snake, your presence in Soviet territory is already a violation of international law. You can't let the Kremlin find out that the CIA and the American government are involved. Contact with the enemy is strictly prohibited. Don't engage them in battle either. This is a stealth mission. Got that?
The Major is right. The point of this mission is to sneak through the jungle without being seen. The success of the mission depends on how well you use your camouflage. Change your camouflage by selecting Camouflage from the Survival Viewer. The Uniform option lets you pick your uniform, while the Face option lets you change your face paint. Choosing camouflage that blends in with your surroundings will help you conceal yourself more effectively. Also, don't forget that anything that moves will stand out in the jungle. If you just stand up and run around like an idiot, you're bound to be spotted. But if you crawl instead, you should be able to sneak by without being noticed. You can see how effective your camouflage is by looking at the camo index. The camo index shows how well your current camouflage blends in with the surrounding area. The higher the value, the harder you are to spot, and vice versa. The key is to make yourself one with nature. Keep that in mind as you go along, okay?
So I think the hornet nest is actually not a. Oh, it is a food. Am I eat it? Yeah, let's eat a hornet nest. Fuck it.
I want some more.
Fucking delicious, man. Loved it. Now we know. Apparently the hornets are no longer in the nest, so. All right, so let's make some calls here. I'm not going to do a ton of these. There are so many side codec calls you can have in this game. A ton of information. I'm going to do a few, but just a few here and there. But I'm going to, and they keep them saved here for me, which is great. I'm going to do our first save. We'll make a couple calls, get a little bit more background on some of the people, and carry on.
Saving the game, Snake?
Let's get our first save too as well. Should be able to see our last time playing. My last time playing would be 2014. There it is. Far too long, and I've forgotten far too much. Played through right before Metal Gear Solid 5 came out.
Hey, Snake, you ever heard of Godzilla King of Monsters?
No, what is it?
It's a movie. You haven't seen it?
Nope.
It's about this monster called Godzilla who grows to an enormous size in a nuclear test and goes on a rampage in Tokyo.
Nuclear test, huh? Then the Marshall Islands must be crawling with giant monsters right about now.
It's just make-believe.
Maybe that's why my pants have been so tight lately.
Snake, it's a movie, not a report out of Los Alamos.
I know. So then what happened?
Godzilla is immune to all weapons, and humanity has no way to stop the monster. Dr. Shirazawa develops a new type of weapon, but meanwhile, Godzilla is getting closer and closer to Tokyo, obliterating everything in its path. It was originally a Japanese movie, but they made an American version, too. I recommend seeing the original Japanese one if you ever get the chance. It's mostly mindless fun, but it's also got a serious anti-nuke message as well.
Where can I see the original?
You'll just have to go to Japan.
Really? That's too bad.
Well, if you wait 40 years, you might be able to see it in America, too.
Why's that?
2004 will be Godzilla's 50th birthday.
You think they're still going to be making Godzilla movies then?
Of course. Everybody loves Godzilla.
You sure know a lot about movies.
I don't suppose you're the movie-watching type, are you?
Not really.
Okay, then I'll tell you everything I know. When the going gets tough, movies can save your life. It's always good to be able to look at things from a different perspective when you get in a jam. That's the magic of movies.
No kidding. Well, I guess it might at least make a nice distraction.
That's the spirit, Snake. Have a little fun.
So she'll be our movie girl this time through. Tito Burrito, cheers. Thank you for that follow. Love the Outer Heaven emotes. Great channel over there. Welcome. Just started going through 3 here. Some first timers in chat, so very excited. Couple little nods to the times now, which is really cool, or the times then in 2004, back when closer to when this game came out. But yeah, she'll be giving us some movie things, going back to movies when this took place in the 60s. So let's talk to Major Tom a little bit here.
Snake, do you see any tufts of grass?
Yeah,
What kind of grass?
just ordinary grass. Nothing special.
You should check it anyhow.
It's pretty thick grass, about waist high.
If you crawl into the grass, you can advance undercover. When you do, the camera automatically switches to intrusion view. If you want to stand up again, press and hold the crawl button once more. If you press the crawl button briefly, you'll crouch in that spot. This allows you to observe things without blowing your cover. Got it?
Yeah, but
But what?
was that the only reason?
What do you mean?
You had me check it just so you could tell me that?
That's right. Pretty useful, huh?
Right.
Shall we carry on?
By all means.
Even when hidden in grass, if you make a noise, your enemies will locate you. When enemies are nearby, move with slight movements of the left stick. That way, you can proceed with minimal disturbance.
Try one with the boss. Not as much backstory. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you don't here.
Camouflage is an
Yeah, you're just getting a lot of
indispensable
gameplay
tool when
talks
you're
here,
sneaking
so
through the jungle.
we'll carry on after this.
To use camouflage, first press the Start button to go to the Survival viewer. Then select Camouflage and press the Enter button. Select Uniform to select Battle Fatigues, and Face to select Face Paint. Choose battle fatigues that match the surrounding environment. The most effective camouflage is attained by selecting fatigues that blend in with the environment. Camouflage patterns that stand out in your surroundings will attract attention.
All right, nothing much there. I'm not going to scour those calls. I want to go through. We'll get the important stuff as we go, but sometimes there's some nice side lore in there. Bug juice. Forgot that's a thing in this game. It's great. Bacon, thanks for the dark. It's gonna help with my stealth. Oh. So we don't have a trank right now, so we're gonna try not to kill anybody. %85% camo, as you can see. Should not be able to see me.
Nobody here.
Can move nice and slow to keep it up. That's the intrusion view.
Huh?
Oh shit.
Whatever.
Oh shit. Probably gonna see me this time.
Who's that?
Well, we'll have our first encounter here. Do I have crouch walking? I don't think I do. No, I do not in this. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna kill me. Alright, there's our CQC, which is nice. Get something up here. Don't think I do. Trying to remember where some of these items are. Alright, should be able to hide here. Whatever. No, I know. Too rusty there. But we're not gonna kill. We're gonna try not to kill. Oh, quick evasion. And you gotta hear that music. Oh shit. Last second. That's alright, even if they kill me, it might be a little bit better. So alright, they're both out. Saw a little rat go by. Alright, we should be safe now. Oh, they do have the got cows still. I can hear the snake near me. You can see these little got cows. I think they actually have them in this version of the game. I'm glad they do. Another Kojimism. Alright, now we're in caution.
This is HQ. Control here. We've lost the enemy. Enter high alert. Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
Nice. Get the thermal goggles. Let go of me. Let go of me. Shit. Alright, you know what? Oh, what's the call coming? Let's see. They probably want me to get the hell away from him.
Snake, do you read? Snake!
Major.
Snake, are you alright?
Oh, probably 'cause I'm hurt.
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're far
Yeah,
from
so much
okay.
makes noise.
Look at your life gauge. You're on your last leg.
No. I can still...
See?
Snake, this is a solo sneaking mission. Do you know what that means?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Huh?
It means there's no backup, no cavalry. If you're taken out, nobody is there to take your place. Pull out for now and recuperate.
Find a hiding place and get some rest. Your life gauge will gradually recover with time. But the speed of your life gauge recovery depends on the level
Okay,
of
that's
your
right. You do have
stamina
a
gauge. So
regen.
get plenty to eat, then get some rest. You hear me? Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, this guy's here too. Not the end of the world if they kill me. Oh yeah, they're gonna kill me. Too many guys. And it's fine. This dude cannon. And dead. Can we make it out of here? I think he sees me.
Something there. Over there? I see him.
Alright, I think we got it. Actually, whew, after all that, we're gonna make it away. Whew. Okay, close one. Gotta get used to the stealth, the moving around a bit and everything. Let's let our evasion go away. I can see a guy cow up there. Yeah, so let's we kind of just chill out and we will recover. I don't think, yeah, we don't have any of that. We got plenty of stamina, so we just let it go. I see them coming up. They should hopefully turn around at the end of this. Oh, there's a lot of guys coming that way.
HQ, please respond. This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost sight of the intruder. Going into high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby. Pursue and engage him.
Where am I facing right now? Those Hornets would normally go after the guy. Unfortunately, he's not there. So I'm in caution. Let's check our camo here. We're out in the open a little bit more. Anything better? Yeah, I think let's go woodland. Woodland's usually a really good one. And yeah, we're good with leaf. Let's go Flectarm. Bumblebees. Trying to focus on not killing more than I am stealth. I mean, I'm gonna try to do both as best I can, but there he is. Yeah, I gotta wait for this. Otherwise, there's no way for me to cross this bridge with these guys here. Look at this. 3 of them coming across the bridge. Not a chance. % is pretty good. I know, it's so tempting. This is why it's like right now, killing these people would be the easiest way to just keep it moving. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But and it may come to that at some point, but it's definitely going to be non-lethal on bosses, because there's a real good reason to do that in this game. But yeah, because I'm not gonna wait for all these cautions. I think well, maybe we'll kill. But yeah, this is, you're right, Stux. It is making sure they don't. That's the fun in it. The real fun way is when it's true like European Extreme, where if you're spotted, you're done. Which that can be a bit much for a story playthrough. Then it's really, you're watching for the exciting stealth gameplay, and not as much of the story. And I might retract from being able to see the story as much if I get caught more often. All right, let's see. These guys should come back now.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. The situation is normal.
Understood. Return to your position.
All right, he's heading out. This guy hopefully is heading out. Oh boy. Yeah, two guys here. This is not easy to cross this bridge. I don't have anything I can use to distract either. I might just have to knock him down quick.
I hear something.
Oh, no way, dude. I can't cross the bridge. There's a guy right in the middle of the bridge. It's also, I should change my camo running across this bridge, but there's really not much better.
There's nothing here. Who's that?
All right, yeah, we're gonna fight. There's no other way. There's no other way. Wait, is this a trank? Hold on. Oh, son of a bitch, is this a trank? Hold on. I don't think he lived that. Yeah, this is a trank. No wonder. All right. I'm looking at the bottom left, seeing the red CQC, and it's throwing me off from Metal Gear Solid 2, where, So yeah, we can trank these guys. It's gonna make it a lot easier. I thought I had a lethal gun and I was trying not to kill him. Oh, there's that. Besides that poor soul who fell off the bridge, but it's all good. Got a little secret down here. A no-kill kill Connor, yeah. That's actually a good idea. Tasmin, all right. Just about through this section here. I mean, he hit the water, he's probably fine.
HQ.
This is HQ.
Man, I wish I knew that was a trank the whole time. And he said it too. They said it earlier. I just, for whatever reason, was assuming I had the lethal one. I'm thinking Metal Gear Solid 2 over here. Yeah, I like that. I think I'll add that. All right. Thank you, Mosh.
Major, I've reached the abandoned factory where Sokolov is supposedly being held.
Here we are.
This place is a dump. I can't see Sokolov from here. The security is pretty tight. There are sentries posted around the perimeter. I wonder how many are inside.
Your objective, Sokolov, is inside the factory. They should be holding him in a room in the northeast section.
Northeast section. Got it.
Be careful. Your mission is to bring Sokolov back alive. He must not be exposed to any kind of danger. Do not approach Sokolov while in the alert phase.
Right.
Oh, and one more thing, Snake.
You mean there's more?
No, it's just that when you get to Sokolov, I want you to tell him something from me.
And that is?
Sorry for being so late.
Is that all?
Yes.
Understood. Beginning my approach to the target.
Not legal.
Who was that?
All right. Now that I know we got a trank, this is it's gonna be turn a lot easier now. Show so even in your favorite game, you forget the simplest of things. There's a lot of ways in here. So this is kind of where it's opened up a little bit. You can go in a couple ways. You can go underneath. Yeah, I see that little in the bottom left, the little CQC, which means it's CQC compatible. And it's making me think that it's lethal because that's how Metal Gear Solid 2 distinguished it. They have a little red on them. I know there's somebody over here. I don't like this. Actually, I should change camo in here. As you can see, we're in like a red building. So, let's go mask. Let's put our mask back on. Squares is very good in here. As it matches, that's probably the best one we can do. Which is really cool. They dynamically adjust that. Yeah, my camo was trash, so now it's tough to see me. Is this noise above me, though? Really? Is there a guy up here?
Who's that?
I knew there was one somewhere.
What's going on?
It's tough with no radar, too. Oh, boy. That's a lot of motherfuckers. Holy shit, there's a lot of motherfuckers. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we gotta get out of here.
Whatever.
Oh boy, they are looking at me. Nobody died, nobody died! Nobody died! That was all for that setup. Oh boy. Ooh, that hurt. There we go, he's knocked out now. Almost through it. There's one more guy somewhere. Where you at, dude? That's not the last one. Oh, I hear that snake moving around over there. There he is. What the hell's he looking for over there?
I see him.
There we go. We lost a suppressor too. Just in time. I think that's it. It should go to auto clear if it is. Yep, alert's going way down. Let's see. This is a good spot up here to check. Kill counter. No, these are no kills. No one's dying here. Oh, there's some blood over there, though. Oh, that's my blood. Who's still alive? Well, I guess they're all alive, but... I see one right there. There's another one. That should do it.
We've lost the enemy. He must still be in this area. Find him. What's wrong?
Snake, when you meet Sokolov, don't go in wearing that mask.
Why?
He won't like it.
Won't like it?
No.
Why not?
Just trust me, he won't. You'll need Sokolov's full cooperation to complete this mission successfully. Don't do anything to make him lose confidence in you.
He won't like
When you
the
go in
mask.
to meet Sokolov, make sure you remove your disguise. Got it?
All right, here we go. Let's do as he said. Let's get our splitter back on. Let's go for our tree bark. And let's see. Here we go now. Y'all ready? Here we go for real now. Game's about to start.
You must be Sokolov.
Are you one of Volgin's men? You'll never get it from me.
No. I'm a CIA agent. I've come to escort you back to the other side of the Iron Curtain.
You're CIA?
Yeah. I was sent by Major Zero, the man who got you out 2 years ago.
Zero?
I have a message from him.
What is it?
He said to tell you sorry for being so late.
Did he now?
What does it mean?
It means he's a man of his word. But we've got no time for this. You have to get me out of here before they arrive.
Who's they?
Colonel Volgin of Gru. You in the West know him as Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? Never heard of him.
He's a member of the Army's extremist faction, a man who seeks to seize control of the motherland. Ever since the Cuban Missile Crisis 2 years ago, Khrushchev has been pursuing a policy of peaceful coexistence with the West. Despite resistance and criticism from hawks in the army and the provincial authorities, Khrushchev has managed to suppress the opposition so far. But the failure of his agricultural policies has put him in a precarious position. And on top of that, the tragedy last November.
President Kennedy's assassination.
Precisely. In a sense, Khrushchev has lost his biggest partner, and his power base is rapidly crumbling away. A certain group is plotting to use this opportunity to seize power by rallying the anti-government forces, overthrowing Khrushchev, and installing Brezhnev and Kosygin in his place. The mastermind behind this plot is Colonel Volgin of the GRU. He has control over another secret weapons research facility much like this one, OKB-812, known as the Granin Design Bureau, and is using it to further his plans. But that is not enough to satisfy him. Now he's plotting to seize the secret weapon I have been developing here and use it as leverage in his bid for power. The intelligence says that they are going to make their move during the test.
Then, The soldiers outside.
Exactly. They wouldn't need that many men just to keep me inside. Their orders were to prevent Colonel Volgin from capturing me. Even if it meant killing me in the process, or so it would seem. Volgin will come. I'm sure of it. You must get me out of here before then.
Leave it to me.
By the way, your Russian is superb. Where did you learn to speak it?
From my mentor.
Is that so? America is truly a frightening country.
Having second thoughts?
No. I have no love for this place. Let's go.
Major, this is Snake. Sokolov is safe with me. He's doing fine. No injuries.
Good work, Snake. Now hurry up and get Sokolov to the recovery point. We'll rendezvous with you there.
Roger.
What about the sentries?
I managed to get past them.
I see.
What about the boss?
We lost contact with the boss some time ago.
What happened?
It's probably just a weak signal. Just hurry and get Sokolov out of there.
You didn't hear Russian, you mean? Yeah. They knew. They saw me.
Freeze!
So this is the legendary boss.
Huh?
Huh? We meet at last.
You're from the Ocelot unit of Spetsnaz.
Huh?
What's a GRU soldier doing here?
Soldier?
He's the Ocelot commander.
Ha! That's Major Ocelot to you. And don't you forget it.
Sokolov is ours. Now get out of here.
And Ocelot never lets his prey escape.
What?
Throwback. this.
I can't say it feels good to kill a comrade, even if it is for the GRU.
Sokolov, take cover.
Huh. You're not the boss, are you?
GRU operatives!
What is that stance? Huh. That gun. If you're not the boss, then die.
Major! Leave it! Shoot the other one! Whoa!
You ejected the first bullet by hand, didn't you? I see what you were trying to do. But testing a technique you've only heard about in the middle of battle wasn't very smart. You were asking to have your gun jam on you. Huh? Besides, I don't think you're cut out for an automatic in the first place. You tend to twist your elbow to absorb the recoil. That's more of a revolver technique.
You filthy American dog!
But that was some fancy shooting. You're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Major, do you read me?
I read you. Snake, you all right?
I've run into a few snags. These guys were after Sokolov too. Apparently they were taking orders from a GRU colonel named Volgan.
A GRU colonel?
Part of an internal Soviet power struggle, according to Sokolov. Something between the KGB and GRU. Between Khrushchev's supporters and Volgan's.
Sokolov was being guarded by the KGB and hunted by GRU? Snake, it sounds like this could be even hotter than Cuba.
I don't like it. Something about the whole thing stinks.
I agree. You'd better hurry.
Sokolov ran off by himself, but I'll catch up to him.
We're counting on you.
All right. So, there's that buddy. Anyone remember him? Assuming that's him. See, we get some other items. We knocked him out real good. That CQC, Oh, we got our shotgun, and an automatic. Should be good for now. Let's throw our camo back to Tiger Stripe.
You've created a time paradox. You're Snake. You can't go changing the future like that.
What's up, John? Time paradox. That's how they call those out now when that happens. And as you see the game over screen tick by from Ocelot is dead to time paradox. Is it how you open doors? Yes. As a wise man once said, how do you open a door? And then shot it. And that is our time paradox. See if anybody's got some items here. Ocelot was carrying the hit board game Mousetrap on him. Could always use a good board game when in the jungle. Apparently nobody else has anything. Alright, well we got Mousetrap the board game, so... Yeah, no, I know. Mousetrap was not created yet. Alright, so let's get back. We gotta find Sokolov now. Let's probably run off the way we came. Actually, good idea. There was one other thing I did want to do. You remind me of, Claire. Can we do it here? I think I have to go to the cure menu, which just came a completely stupid, not useful in any situation whatsoever. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. As we saw, this is pretty useless. There might be like one area that works pretty well in, but they've got them all. I mean, it's just ridiculous. There are some other ones you get. And once you beat this once, after saying I like Metal Gear Solid 3 on the start menu, they'll give you some other ones. We also have this mask just as a throwback. Mask used for disguise. We'll go back to our splitter. Is that what we're wearing today? Oh, can I do it like this? And let me see. I might be able to then.
Whatever.
Food, does it let me? No, that's the viewer there. I think I have to go to the cure menu. Let me try this though. R1. Hunters in mind. Photos of Chunks and Leafy. It might have to be in the cure menu, but let me see. Yeah. Oh! It did work, and I just turned away. I'm gonna try again. That's one of the Easter eggs. If you're in your, if you're in this, and you spin around enough, you will cause him to throw up. Which I think loses his stamina, which isn't great, though. Oh, I'm sorry, Ocelot. Let's just move you out of that. put you right over there. All right. All right, let's carry on. We're gonna go find Sokolov. There you go. Tough combat. So where's Sokolov? We gotta go find him before he gets himself into trouble. Oh.
You okay? Those men were from the Ocelot unit.
Spetsnaz?
Yes. The best crew has to offer. They're coming for me. I'm finished!
Calm down. I'll get you out of here, I promise. And we've got some of the best backup we could ask for.
Look.
That's what they were making you build?
Yes. The Shagohod. The treading behemoth. A tank capable of launching nuclear IRBMs.
It can launch nuclear missiles from that kind of terrain?
Oh, yes. And without support from friendly units.
A nuclear-equipped tank capable of operating solo. Is that thing finished?
No. This is only the end of Phase 1. It won't be truly finished until we complete Phase 2.
Phase 2?
The weapon's true form. If it is completed and the Colonel gets his hands on it, it will mean the end of the Cold War.
The end of the Cold War?
Yes. And then the Age of Fear will truly begin.
A world war.
I had no choice but to cooperate. I didn't want to die. I wanted to see my wife and child again in America. Please, take me to America, quickly. They cannot complete it without my help.
Got it. Let's go. Boss?
Good work, Jack.
What are you doing here?
Sokolov comes with me.
Hornets?
My friends, let us fight together again.
I have waited long for this day.
We will fight with you once more. Welcome back, boss.
Now that all 5 of us are together, it's time we go to the depths of hell itself. It's raining blood. Is he crying?
Kuwabara, Kuwabara. Ah, what a joyful scene.
Colonel Vogan.
Welcome to my country. And to my unit.
Boss, what is this?
I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Sokolov is a little gift from my new hosts.
Recoilless nuclear warheads. These will make a fine gift for me.
This can't be happening.
Who is he? Another one of your disciples? Are we taking him with us?
No, this one is still just a child. Too pure for us Cobras. He has not yet found an emotion to carry into battle.
What are you talking about?
Think you can pull the trigger?
He's seen my face. We can't let him live. If Khrushchev finds out about this, we're finished. He must die.
Wait. He's my apprentice. I'll take care of him. Jack, you can't come with us.
The new blood has been rejected. Are we done here?
Now, onto Sokolov's research facility.
Shagohod is ours.
Drift away. My place is with them now.
Snake, can you hear me?
Yeah. Just barely.
Snake, listen to me. You need emergency medical treatment. Can you move? You've got to get those wounds treated. Hang in there. All right, let's get you fixed up. Paramedic?
Okay, Snake. Just relax and it'll all be over before you know it. Stay with me. I've seen people in worse shape before. Think you can handle it?
Major. The boss. She's defected.
We'll talk about that later. First, we've got to get you patched up.
Okay, here we go. First, open the survival viewer with the start button. If you select cure, you can start the treatment. Healing is divided into treatment using medicine with the item window button and surgical treatment using the weapon window button. Your injuries include a fractured left elbow and rib bone and lacerations on your upper arms, right elbow, and abdomen. They need to be fixed using surgical treatment. Move the healing cursor with the left stick to the affected part of your body. Once you've selected the affected area, hold the weapon window button and use the left stick to select the medical item and then press the enter button. With this method, you can use items to help your recovery process. To treat a bone fracture, first secure the affected area with a fastener and then wrap it in bandages. That should do it. For lacerations, you'll need disinfectant to clean the wound, sutures to stitch it up, styptic to slow the flow of blood, and bandages to wrap the wound. If you do everything I mentioned, the wound should heal completely. Understood?
Yeah.
Stay with me. Go into the survival viewer and treat those wounds.
Hey, Gym Time John, it's your doctor. Yeah, just go into the survival viewer. All right. Yeah. Not looking good. So, let's see. Got a lot of stuff. So we got medicine, we got surgery. So no bandage on this cut and not yet disinfected. So here's all our stuff. I'm gonna disinfect it first and then put a bandage. Still not ready. It says bleeding. Styptic will stop the bleeding. Still a deep cut. So what are we gonna do? Ointment? No, we gotta suture it. So this is the curing system. Anytime you get injured in the rest of the game, you gotta treat your wounds like this. Otherwise, your max health, as seen in the top left, will be reduced. And you'll also perform, like if your arm's hurt, you won't be able to shoot your gun, stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool system for the time. Healthcare provider buds. So let's do the same for another gunshot wound. Bandage. They give you a lot of stuff, so I usually kind of pump through these. Cuts, always the same thing. Suture it. It doesn't matter the order, I don't think. Bandage and styptic. This is a broken bone. We need just a bandage for this one and a splint. Another cut, so that is a styptic, disinfectant, suture kit, and bandage. And another broken bone, so we need a bandage and a splint. What's up, Herkacherk? What's going on? Surgery Simulator 1964 Windows Edition. Well, Wilderness Edition, exactly. All right, we're feeling good now. Let's see. Build the beer. Oh, fuck! No!
Good job, Snake.
We're coming to get you now. Just stay where you are. We'll drop a recovery balloon. Can you set it up?
Shagohod.
Excellent. A great success. Thanks to the boss and her cobras, I have both Sokolov and the Shagohod.
What are we going to do with the girl?
Who is she?
Apparently she's Sokolov's woman.
She's a nice catch. I'll take her. Not so fast, my dear. A kiss of death?
Are you KGB?
We may be able to use her. She has spunk.
Shall we take her back to the base?
Perhaps we should. We have no further use for Sokolov's research facility. I think it's time I gave this marvelous new toy a try.
Colonel, even if they are our enemies, they're still our countrymen.
But it won't be me that pulled the trigger. It'll be our friend, the American defector.
You're going to nuke your fellow Russians?
Remember the Alamo.
Colonel!
Well then, that's not good for many reasons. Yes, he did. Stux. Thanks, SMG. How you doing? Appreciate it. Yeah. So that happened. Let me save here. But that is going to lead to many problems which we'll see. But we shall see that next time. This is where we'll stop for tonight. Good breaking point, but also a hard breaking point because it's very, very tough to see what's going to happen here. And then we get the proper intro. So let me just fire this off here. That. Which we could watch one more time, but it's all good. We'll catch that. We'll catch that every time we start from now on.
Whatever.
We still got time. So that is the beginning of the game. I figured that would probably be a perfect part to kind of break it up, going through the virtuous mission. What's to come? We'll get that briefing next time.